Hey guys, what we're going to do today is make our Ouija boards. I'm going to do my best to give you step-by-step instructions. If there's anything that you don't understand or you have questions afterwards, please feel free to message me on Facebook and I'll do my best to answer it. Again, you're paying your $1 for the tutorial. I'm also going to throw in the SVG cutout file. It is one that I designed on my own. If you can use it, great. And if you can't, I'm sorry. But I will also include the fonts that I use. So when you do load it into your software, you can take out Dickie's and put your own last name or whomever you want to make it for a gift. Again, you're paying your $1 for your tutorial. I hope it helps you make a fabulous Ouija board. And to cut out, it's just a bonus. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start with, our first step is getting our board. And I'll show it to you. I have already primered this one, but we'll start out with just our natural wood. It is shelving board. This is a size of 12 by 17. Then the next step would be for us to take our primer, and let me show you the primer. With the 1, 2, 3 in 1 primer. And we primer both sides. I give a really good thick coat all over it. Make sure we get our sides. When this side dries, we'll flip it over to the next side and get it done. Okay, I have one already for us. So we will take this. Here. And I have one done. This has got the front and the back primer. And it is dry and ready to go. The next thing we're going to do is take our paints. We're going to make this a brownish kind of cream with some really dark highlights. My primer is all dry. So the next thing we're going to do is paint our board, and we want to do a base on our front and our back. The colors that I'm using is, let's start here with, we have our pumpkin orange, we have chocolate bar, brown, and light mocha. Okay, that's just an extra. And we're going to top it off with some glow in the dark. And also I have black, but we'll use very little black because our wording is going to be black and all of our pictures are going to be black. So we want our pictures and stuff to stand out. Come in this little tiny baby tray here with some little stuff. I use different paint brushes. I use this tip, I use a bigger one, and then I use a little one for our fine details. Also, makeup sponges are the best. I use them for a lot. These are come in very handy for dabbing or going around little tiny lines around something. These are really, really good. These are always a must-have in your craft room. Okay, so we're going to start out with, let me just get all this over here to the side. As you can tell, I am just plain old Jane-O. I don't dress up. I don't do anything fabulous. I keep paint all over my hands. I just craft, and I love it, and I want to show that. Okay, so we're going to start with our bigger brush. And we're going to start, also what I'm going to start with is the very base of this is going to be our light mocha. So we'll put this on here. Make sure when you're doing this, you get your sides really, really, really good. Now this board in here will be an indoor board. So, of course, using these acrylic paints are just fine. Even using acrylic paints for outdoors is fine as long as you seal it really, really well. And we will seal it with polyurethane. When you seal it, you can seal it with either brush on or spray on. I like to get, when I get polyurethane, clear, clear, clear. And I like for it to somewhat, some say, if I can find it, I like for it to say, if I can find it, non-yellowing. Because I don't like to do something in bright, bright white and then clear them. I don't like bright white and then seal it up and it has a yellow tint. That can happen. So when you're buying it, read exactly what you're buying and exactly what it does. We will flip it over and do the next side. And I only do the back side really once if I get a really good coat on it. But on the front side, the side that everybody's going to see, I like to put 2 good coats. So I'm going to let this dry, do my 2 coats, and come right back. Now the board is good and dry. And we are going to get ready to paint. What I do, let me move all my stuff up here, is we're going to start out with doing a little bit of kind of dry brushing on a darker brown. Yep. And I have this little brown here, and we did add a little tiny bit of black just in case when you darken up some areas. And brush here and just sort of like this right here. I go in long strokes. The darker brown. Don't want it really lightly. I'm real big about using my hands. That's why my hands stay brown, painted. It's no science to this. It is a Ouija board. It is however you want your Ouija board to look. Just however it comes out, it really is fine. I go long ways of the board because the words are going to be listed in a long way. In all your corners. Even though we have our vinyl will kind of go over a lot of this, you still want it to have that old look to it, and tiki kind of look to it. Alright, and then I got this other brown. We're going to go in here with another color brown. Just to give it another little color. Mix up your colors. Like I said, there is like no science to this, guys. Because once you get it done, if you want to come back in after you get your words, you can always come back in and lighten something up. This is just sort of give us something to work with. Just make sure you get like all your edges. Like I said, it doesn't matter about your smudges or anything looks. Come here, maybe a little bit of a lighter here. Kind of go back over it just to, again, just to give it that little warm look. A little tip. Like that right there. That's all you do. It's just it's really wood. And just see how it turns into just looking like the really wood look when you do that. So I took my a little bit lighter. Use your tips. Just gives a whole different look to it. This color right here. Any little splotches you think you need to fix up. I like to use a hint of orange just to give it a bit more of your Halloween vibe. But if you're just using this and it's just like little specks here and there, it is nothing major. Just lighten it up just a little bit. And you'll be surprised at how much, when you shellac it, or how much you vinyl. I go back in over all of it. Tiny with the black. Not a lot of black, because you're going to be we're going to take this one. All over your board. Just to give it that little bit of, after you get your streaks on the way you want it. Your board, you want to do that. Hey, thank you so much for purchasing this tutorial. I truly believe you're going to get your dollar's worth. Along with the tutorial, I am going to send along the SVG cutouts that I used for this Ouija board. It is mine, I own it, I designed it, and so I would like to share it with you all. I will also add in the font that I use so that when you download it into your software, You can take my name out because it will come with my name, the Dicky, in it, and put your own name in it, your friend's name in it, whomever you're going to use, make it for or use it. Okay, so here is our finished product. Isn't this adorable? This is what we are going to make today during this tutorial. A quick little rundown, which you'll have this tutorial to look back on forever, is we do have this board. It is a shelving board. It is the size 12 by 17. We purchased it at Home Depot. We're going to be using acrylic paints, polyurethane, paintbrushes, and then the vinyl. The vinyl that I use is Oracle 651 outdoor vinyl. I use it on everything. I purchased it at uscutter.com. I've been using it for years and it's there. I've never had a problem. Okay, so again, I think I mentioned that I'm going to be sending this SVG cutout along with your tutorial. I made it, I own it, and you can definitely use it however you want to use it. I cannot guarantee that the cutout will work or work with your software. It just may be worthless to you. But I just want you to know that you are paying for the tutorial, not the cutout. That's just a bonus that I wanted to send to you guys. When you make it, tag me. I cannot wait to see it. And I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that everything turns out great and you have a fabulous time. Thanks. Let's get started. Feel a lot of it's going to be covered up. Take that same thing and go around your edges and just do your edges the same way. Make sure you get all your edges. Just say this to the last. Just get your whole board. Again, you just dry brush it on. It doesn't matter that some of your original comes through because that's what you're going over it with anyway. Because you're mixing your two colors with here. So you're fine with that. Just do it all around. A little more. have got it done. We've got our edges done. We're ready for our board. Okay. Let me go cut the vinyl. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. So we have our board. It's 100% dry, so that our vinyl will stick. I've cut our vinyl, put contact paper over it, used my squeegee, secured it. Now it's time to apply it to our board. Okay, so as always, whenever you take these off, go down straight, not diagonally. Okay. If something happens to not come off of it, you can just lay it back down, rub it with your finger, rub it with your squeegee, whatever you need to get it off. Okay, this is coming off. Fabulous. Okay, so this is behind me. Okay, so we have our board. This is always the toughest part for me because I'm a little bit OCD about centering. So you eyeball it, and I don't press down hard because I have to move it a bit to make sure that it's the way that I want it and where it's at. Let's see here. Okay. Like I said, this is like the toughest part for me, is getting it centered the way I like it, up and down and around. Okay, right, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Yes. Yep. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to take this again and go over it. Push it down onto the board. It's so adorable. Okay. Now I'm going to start peeling, and I've got a couple little layers here. I do reuse my contact paper if I can, if it's not too bad or still has some sticky left. Right here at the top. Oh, this is so pretty. This is looking so well. So tiny hair bit of paint is coming off. That is awesome. You want that to happen. It doesn't matter. You've done good on the board painting, but it just gives it that last little bit of worn look. Keep going from side to side. Staying close with your fingers to also apply pressure when you're pulling back. Helps. Pumpkin, Mr. Papa. Right down there, Mr. Pumpkin. Perfect. This is great. This looks amazing. Awesome and perfect. Love, love, love. Okay, now that we have got our vinyl on our board, it is time to polyurethane. I just use this type of polyurethane. It is just fast drying mini wax clear semi-gloss. What I like about this is it does not yellow anything, and that makes a ton of difference. I like it to be crystal clear in the colors that I truly use. So what I did is I've already done this so I could hold it up and it would be dry. Just take my brush and then I completely coat the front, the sides, and the back with polyurethane. So after you polyurethane, make sure you polyurethane just a real thin, this nice little coat, just to get it on there really well. Your project is ready, and it is something that you can have forever. So I hope that this tutorial was definitely worth your $1. Here's our ending. It's perfect, it's shiny, and it's gonna last you forever. And it is a perfect gift if you wanna give it as a gift. People love home decor. Okay, thank you so much for purchasing this. I hope that the SVG cutout that I sent along with this attached to it will be something that you can use and it works for you. If not, I'm excited to see your own design of how you come up with your Ouija board. Tag me. Again, thank you so much.